Now, let's talk about businesses. I don't know, I want to assume that over the years you've had some businesses close down, or you've decided this is not worth it, this needs to end. What advice do you have for somebody who is running a business and honestly it's not working out? At which point do you make a decision to close the business? How do you do that?
The demand curve is down to something, and everybody should know that. I mean, if in the first month you sold 20 dresses,
Yes.
assume you are selling dresses only. In the second month you sell 18. Is it because I increased the price? If the answer is no, then why? It means that people either who can buy those dresses are becoming fewer in the market, or that the people have changed their demand curve.
Yes, their
taste has changed. So probably they don't want dresses. Maybe now the young girls want trousers. But for you are insisting that they must put on dresses. So once you see that your sales is coming down consistently and downwards,
towards zero,
then please try to find out, ask yourself many questions, then change. Either change the commodity or change the whole business. There's nothing wrong in changing the whole business.
And that now
and all of us have been changing business. If I tell you which business I've gone through, you can't believe it. I've been in everything.
Now that brings me to this pandemic, the COVID-19. It has affected so many businesses, so many of them. What advice now do you have for the business people who are really struggling at this point? Is it time to change the business? Should they change the strategy? Should they just close and...
No, a combination of all of those. Because
yes,
COVID came, it made all of us poor.
Yeah.
Some people have lost jobs, that's what we know.
Yes.
Once they lose job, they can't buy goods. Once they can't buy goods, the people selling goods can't sell goods. So, do you keep going to import the same goods? No. You have to change the strategy yourself. If you were, for this, the only commodity that normally keeps going is food.
Food, yes.
So, you look at yourself and say, now, I was selling dresses. Now the girls who were all running around buying dresses are not employed.
Have money even.
They can't buy dresses, but they can buy food.
Yes.
Now, which food again? You have to know which food is going to be bought.
Okay.
So really, the people who succeed in business are the ones who calculate what they are selling, how they are selling, and the margin they have.
Wow.
And when you look around, there are more people who consume than those who sell.
Yes.
That means that not all of us can sell.
Yes.
That means that if now the target has changed, then we have to change the tactics.
The strategy. Yeah. Wow. So Honorable, you've told us about the stocks and the government securities. Kindly, let's now talk about the fixed deposits. What kind of investment?
Fixed deposit is a good idea.
Yes.
It has less risk than exports.
Yes.
However, it pays very little interest.
Okay.
And the good thing is that the central bank now controls the bank so well that by the time the bank is about to collapse, they are able to come up and step it up and save the people's money.
Yes.
So it's a good idea. However, I want to also add that we have to reach a stage where people begin putting resources together.
Yes.
Either what you can call partnerships or loose associations, circles, and then look at what you want to invest in and invest in a lot of money.
Yes.
Because small businesses are no longer the best way to make money.
Yes.
If you look at investing 500 million, one person producing it is a bit of a big hassle. But if you have 30 people, each of them will look for 15, 16, 17 million,
yes,
which is much easier. Then you have leadership, you get together, see what you want to do, and you are able to achieve and all reap from economies of scale.
Yes.
And then you are able to have a shop which can buy so many things which are related and have one center where you can go and buy everything.
Yes.
The other thing that I noticed in Uganda we do, and we do wrongly, is that when some people do something, everybody wants to do the same thing.
To copy.
Yeah. Somebody builds a mall and the mall is good. But everybody now wants to build malls. Someone is in textile, everybody goes to textile. Somebody is in shoes. No.
Yes.
Get your niche.
Okay.
Get something that you can actually do that will attract people. Look at who are the target group.
Yes.
Don't target women, target girls, target men, target children, target everybody. It's not possible. Unless you have become a supermarket. Yeah? Target some group.
Yes.
And say, in this area, in this town where I am, in this part of the town where I am, what is the commodity that can actually attract the majority of the people? We have to reach a stage where we must start looking at statistics of the areas we are in. Is this group here mainly children of the school age? Therefore, am I targeting them? If I am targeting them, what am I giving them that they will always consume? So, that is part of investment. It's one of the calculations that you must have as you get your own cash flow. And secondly, don't just say, I'll start a business, I'll make money, it will come. No. What do you want to do? How are you going to do it? What are the labor costs? What is the tax regime on that commodity you want to deal with?
Yes.
Because there are some commodities which have no tax regime on them, or which have got lower tax rates. Why don't you look at those which have got lower tax rates? Which is a tax rate. When there is a tilt in the market, then you pay taxes more than you get the income.
Wow.
And you have a problem.
What Honorable is saying, let us do some research before we venture into a business.
Yes.
That is what I'm hearing. But then again, you tackled the issue of partnerships. And I think several people have had challenges with partnerships. What's the best way to approach a partnership and stay safe and be sure that things won't go the wrong way?
Unfortunately, nobody knows. Same mind of people.
Yes.
You need to have people who trust each other. People who have got the same approach to life.
Yes.
Now, it is not easy to get them very quickly. Because even if you are sisters, even if you are brothers, you may be approaching things differently.
Yes.
Now, if you start a business where you are 10 people, but 2 or 3 of you are always eager to want to get money out, they spoil the quiet. You must have a target, you must have a plan, you must have an agreement of what you are going to do and what you can't do.
Okay.
And it is important to make it very hard for somebody to get out. Don't let a partnership say, I can wake up one morning and say, give me my money and I will go. No, because you spoil the business.
Yes.
So make it very difficult for somebody to go. And make it very difficult for somebody to come in. Either way, don't let people come up and, oh, my boyfriend, my girlfriend wants to join. No, make it difficult for someone to enter once you have started.
Yes.
But also make it difficult for someone to leave.
To leave.
So that he knows if I leave, I lose. And I can't get anybody to enter without formalities.
So you're in for the long haul.
Yes.
You're committed.
You can't have a business for 1 year. There are very few businesses which make profits after 6 months.
Yes.
Except maybe the eating one, but even the eating. By the time you set up a restaurant
Yes.
with a lot of things, because now, as we get more and more people who are educated, they are prone to more and more cleanliness in the restaurant, smartness of walls, ambience, all sorts of things.
Yes.
They want better plates, they want better forks, not the ones of 500 shillings. They want all sorts of things which are actually different.
Yes.
So you have to invest in and make people get attracted to your place.
Yes.
Why should I go to restaurant A and not restaurant B? You must have people who can work in a restaurant which has girls and boys, 1 who are smart, 2 who can talk well.
Yes.
I don't want to go to a place and then somebody looks at me as if I don't matter. I matter because I'm coming to spend my money.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So, and those are investments you must have. So to recover them, you need some time.
Okay. Customer service is something I'm passionate about. And I want to ask you, how would you rate our customer service in our businesses here in Uganda, especially compared to businesses out of Uganda, especially in the diaspora? Are we doing well? Can
No,
we
our
improve?
customer service is extremely poor. And that's why, at present,
Yes,
even the running of hotels is run by Kenyans. Here, all the big hotels in town is run by Kenyans.
yes.
Because the people you would think would be our managers don't care about what happens. But a good hotel manager has to make sure that the hotel is running smoothly, everybody is doing his part. If you go to a shop, you find some ladies sitting and you start begging, say, Madam, Madam, I want you to... Actually, this morning I was in the office. I was asking how I can become their agent, and I sat there for almost 25 minutes in front of somebody who was on telephone.
Wow.
She was on telephone, she was looking at me. She didn't ask me what I had come to do. And this is an office,
Yes.
a sales office, and she should have expected me not to come to visit. I didn't come to ask for lunch. And then later said, hey, what can I do? I said, I want to be how does one become an agent. She said, oh, let me go and get somebody to help you.
Oh, man.
After 25
5
minutes,
minutes of your
I
time.
was there.
Of your valuable
Is
time.
that good customer service?
No.
No. Because there is no reason why you should be on telephone when you have a customer in front of you.
Yes.
Unless that phone is also related to the business.
Yes.
But if I hear you talking to a friend and, oh, you know, we shall meet in the evening, well, that is not why you came to the office.
Yes.
You came to the office to work. And the success of the office, because they can't increase your salary unless there is success.
Yes, absolutely.
They can't promote you unless you do a good job. So customer service, we are still very poor, and we need to improve. For instance, the Asians come here.
Yes.
There are so many reasons, but the Asians come here. They have very little capital. They have come as workers.
Yes.
Then tomorrow they are seeing things on the hand. Then the following next month they have a small shop. By the time you look around, they have a big shop. Why? Why are they able to do that?
Why? What do you think they do differently?
They care about customers. When you come, he may shout at you, but he will still give you discount. They also care about savings.
Savings.
Yes, he would rather have a cup of tea for lunch, but not make 60,000 shillings and they go to Serena and they eat a plate of
They
70,000.
live below within their means.
They live within their means
Yes.
and below their income,
Yes.
so that they
absolutely.
are able to save. You see Asian groups, 3-4 families are staying in the same house. They rent the same house.
Yes.
I rented one house down here, and the next day I went there. There were 24 Chinese.
In
I
the
said,
same
"Oh, we are
house.
too many." I said, "Yeah, but we are sharing.
They are saving their
They are
costs.
saving their coins. They are in one room. They are 4 because after all they were old men. He said, if we are old men, why should we go and hire a house for each of us when we can share the same rent? And we put a mattress here, mattress here. I said, well, I don't like it, but it's smart.
It makes some sense.
It makes sense.
Yes.
If you got what they eat, they are always eating what they have cooked.
Yes. They hardly eat out.
They hardly eat out, and they eat out at a function. So, what is wrong with us?
So are you saying our culture is our biggest enemy? The way we live our lives?
I think it is.
Wow.
I think it is.
Okay, and then now that you talk about Indians, it brings me to a question of family businesses. So, what's your take? I know you are Director Ken Roy. Are we seeing the family coming and taking on the leadership?
I don't want to talk about mine, but we seem to have a disconnect between the parents' business and the children coming up.
Yes.
Somehow the children, I can't say one alone or two, but there is a trend that most children don't want to do their parents' business. Okay. When somebody goes, unless it has reached a stage where you have been able to employ from outside, the family don't take up the business very well. I can't tell you the reasons openly, but in the camera I can tell you what I think. But we haven't reached that culture, the Asian culture, of where the family business becomes family business for a very long time. When you look in the UK, there are some family businesses which have been on for the last 200 years.
But then again, Honorable, could it be because we don't engage these the family earlier
Yes.
within the businesses,
Yes, we
because the Indians, for example, will have their children engaged in the business.
Yes, they do. We don't. But there are reasons for it.
What are they?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Or what I know, it may not be public.
Okay.
But there are reasons why we don't engage our children and why our children do not want to work with us. And that is one of the reasons why when you die with your business, they share the balance.
Okay, Honorable.
It's very sad.
Yeah.